Yo, what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. This video will be posted to Facebook, but also go to Hall of Fame Bullies on YouTube, subscribe, like everything. Make them believe that I'm important. Okay, once again, I made a comment on a post, and the guy comes not really understanding. So my comment is what I consider, a master breeder, or showing your high skill level of breeding, is your ability to take the genetics of two dogs, apply them, and pull out the best characteristics without sacrificing. Now, of course, I don't know what it is that these dudes, they love me. They just want to argue with every damn thing I say. So it is what it is. But anyway, you talking about I was being a hypocrite because I hate Dax and I this and that and the other. First of all, I don't hate any dog. It's a dog. But I've told you guys this before. I strongly do not believe, and if you talk to most dog men around the world from multiple breeds, they will tell you, it's basically a dog man's principle that you do not add any unhealthy characteristics to your gene pool. Now, when I say unhealthy characteristics, a lot of you like to nitpick and say things like a bad bite or maybe a bad tail. Those are not really unhealthy characteristics. Those are things that don't go along with conformation. That's one thing, unless it's to the point with the bite that the dog can't eat. That's a horrible bite. Definitely should be excluded. Now, when we get to talking about heart murmurs, elongated palates, bad hips, these are things that can cause the dog to have a shortened lifespan. These are things that can cause the dog to live in pain. You've never heard of a dog living in pain because he has a kinked tail. It's a huge difference. And the reason why I have for years told you guys that I didn't like what Dax did to this breed is Dax had a multitude of problems, and it's not to be argued with. You guys know this. If you're being honest and not disingenuous, you know that Dax's blood carries bad hips. He has a couple sons in particular that were known for throwing them at such a high level that they were putting down whole litters. This is a fact. We also know that Dax's dogs have trouble, just like he did, with the breathing and heart murmurs. They throw them at a high rate. This is not something that's made up or fictional. It is what it is. This is why so many of his offspring died young like he did. These are not characteristics that most, I don't care if I offend people, most real dog men would not want to add to your breeding qualities. Like, say for instance, with myself, and I'll go with another breed like my Rottweilers. When I pick my Rottweilers, I go across the board and I look for every single thing that I can pull from these Rottweilers that will be a success. All of the dogs need to have great hips. They need to have great cardiovascular systems. Those are things that are very, very simple. You want x-rays done on the shoulders. You want, you want good elbows. These are mandatories, and for some reason in the American bully community, we believe that they are not mandatories. They are mandatories. Your dog should be able to breathe properly, should have a very good working cardiovascular system, and all of their joints and neurological stuff should be in place. My problem with most of the dogs that I speak of is that they have these issues that will affect their longevity and their quality of life. I don't understand why you people have a hard time understanding this. I don't give a fuck what dog it is. I don't care how big the name is. I don't care how many people you guys can get to clap and hoorah and this and that and the other. Because if you get a million motherfuckers that are clapping for a dog that has a heart murmur to be bred, or a dog that is known for throwing respiratory issues or bad hips or bad shoulders, that's a million fucking idiots clapping. I'm just being honest with you. It is very, very idiotic to keep on saying that you were looking for one specific issue, and this is why I bred a dog that had 5 bad issues that could destroy the breed. That's dumb. it's not just about Dax, because I've named some others. But the way you guys think about breeding is not the way that I think about breeding. If you're going to make a damn near perfect animal, the last thing you do is add health issues, which could destroy the dog. So like I was saying with Rottweilers, you have all of those joints and everything else is all the way on board. Now, if I see a female and I want a blockier head, I find another male that meets all of her physical attributes and get a blockier head. If I see a male that his body could have a little more substance, that female will be on point with her hips, on point with her breathing, on point with her elbows, everything else. She'll just have more mass as I put her to this other male with a very large head. I will make quality dogs. Nowhere in my genotype map am I adding genetic traits that are going to be very, very bad for this dog. You know, the most I'm doing is trying to change the overall phenotype by adding a little mass by way of one genotype, but it already comes with 100% health. This is the way to breed. You guys have tried to argue with me, you've disrespected me, you've done all these different things over the years, and at the end of the day, the one discussion that you don't want to have is this discussion on how to properly put together a dog. If you wanted to have this discussion, you would know that it would end badly for you. It has ended badly for many people. It is the reason why Dave Wilson leaves the microphone open. It is the reason why all the internet trolls, they leave the microphone wide open. Because at the end of the day, this is the one discussion that ends in indictment. If you are breeding dogs with certain health issues, you are a bullshit breeder. So let's be realistic. Dax was brought up. Are you telling me that there's no dog in the whole bully breed that you couldn't have bred to, that had a good heart, that had good hips, that didn't have a super high rear and a slope back, and all of these, and got you a neck? You're full of shit. I could name you about 10 dogs that have big ass necks, tons of muscle, but were built properly. You bred to a dog because of his name. And the same reason why now, even after the dog died a horrible death and proved to you that his health was very, very shitty and a lot of his offspring died, you're still arguing with me because of a name. You're arguing brand, and I'm arguing the process to make a superior animal. We are two totally different people, and this is why the breed needs to be separated. Most of you don't take dog breeding serious. You take marketing seriously. You take selling dogs seriously. But the one thing that you don't take seriously is making this breed better. And this is why we are two different types of people that need to go about our separate ways. Y'all are not real dog breeders. I hate to tell you this. Any breeder who is actively and willingly trying to put bad genes into his dog under the mystical Papa Smurf, I'm going to have a blue potion that makes this dog perfect all the way around by somehow doing these weird breedings. Stop it, man. That's still not the way breeding works. You eliminate flaws, you eliminate issues. For no reason do you add those issues back in. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I have said for many times, something like a bite, okay, whatever. Something like a tail, okay, whatever. Hips, no. Dogs get put down for having bad hips because they can no longer walk. Shoulders, elbows, dogs get put down for having those issues. I don't understand why we keep on having to go round and round about this when what I'm saying is very, very specific, and it's simple. It's not hating a dog. Y'all are hating me. Let's just be realistic. Y'all, 99.99999% of all you people that talk shit all over the internet and get angry from what I'm saying and attack me personally, attack my kids and every fucking thing else, you have never met me, have never dealt with me, have never did anything. You're in your feelings because I call your stock shit, and I'm calling your stock shit based off of its genetic profile, and if it was a respectable breed, most other places your profile would be eliminated because of the health issues that come along with it, because of the questionable DNA characteristics that come along with it, that if you did have to present DNA testing, most of the dogs that you claim to be the fathers of your dogs are not the fathers of your dogs. The grandfathers are not the grandfathers. This is something that should be taken serious in a breed, but instead you guys try to turn it into the Jerry Springer show and show your ass all over the internet instead of addressing the real question: does healthy dogs matter? It's not about hating Dax. It's not about hating Rocco. It's about hating the issues that are coming along with these dogs. It's about hating the fact that we know for a fact that dogs are being mixed into this breed that are not meant to be, and it is cheating those of us in the breed who actually believe in breeding to pull genetics out of certain dogs and go through the working process to keep the dog healthy and to build the dog from the ground up like it's supposed to be. That is what I've been speaking against forever. If you're here to say, oh, it's okay because we know Bulldog has always been in there somewhere, no, shut the fuck up. Because if it was this massive influx of Bulldog, why did the earlier dogs that y'all still clown, and this is where y'all put yourself in sort of a pickle, because y'all call the earlier dogs terriers. They threw terrier type of dogs, but now all of a sudden you have a Bulldog. What happened? You still call my dogs, you still call Marco Suarez dogs terriers. What happened? The reason being is you have certain breeders who stuck to the code and kept breeding the dogs and trying to pull qualities, and you have others of you who knowingly, but even though you'll sit there and try to act like you don't know, are breeding English Bulldog and French Bulldog mixes, and then patting yourself on the back and calling yourself the greatest bully breeders of all time, when the rest of us are actually doing studies and finding out how genetics work so that we can pull the genes out of our original pit bull type stock. It is what it is, man. We are two totally different levels of breeders, and this is why this is an argument. This is why this has been a debate. This is why we keep on going back and forth, and there's no need to. Most of you people cannot operate on the level of a real breeder. It's just that simple. Your ethics are all fucked up as far as being a breeder. You will breed to anything. You will do anything. You will make a lie, an excuse about anything. Most of you act childish. It's silly. Y'all can't even have a real discussion. Like I said, of the 950 million, and thank you because my name does well in the algorithms, but of the 950 YouTube posts, TikTok, this, that, and the other, why have y'all never discussed the health issues of your own dogs? Why have you never discussed the issues of this breed? All you do is you try to deter people from listening to what I'm saying by making up lies and bullshit and stories, even photoshopping my dogs to make them look different, or claiming that I didn't breed them, because you don't want to have a discussion that we should be DNA testing the dogs, not mixing them, staying true to the standard, and at the very same time eliminating all health issues and flaws in this breed. Very standard stuff for most breeds around the world, but you people are offended by it, and you keep trying to make me the face of your failures. No, I'm just the voice that's talking about what you're doing a lot louder than most people are. But most of the people in the community and in other communities look at you guys as fucking jokes. Any breeder on the face of the earth, I will repeat this before I end this video. Any breeder on the face of the earth that is doing things and putting things into their dogs that make them unhealthier or lack integrity. And what I mean by lack integrity is, if you have to sneak in the back room and jack off a Bulldog, then hang the papers and say it was something else, that's lacking integrity. Bottom line, plain and simple. I see you idiots jump on every post and y'all talk shit about health. Y'all talk shit about the guys who quote unquote have healthy dogs. Oh, look at that dog's feet. You go to your page and your dog's fucking feet are turned backwards. Do you know what bad feet are, or do you only know what you want to see when you're trying to criticize somebody? You know, you're bad. It's obviously the hips are screwed up. You still do that. Your dog is sitting there panting, can't move. You still have something to say. Well, if you know so much, why are you breeding it? That is the big question. It's enough of you nonsense dumb fucks. I'm just telling you that. All I care about is the breed getting on course and doing what it is. I'm not asking any of you sorry lip dick motherfuckers to buy a dog from me. I'm not asking any of you to talk to me. I'm not asking any of you to do anything. I am trying to protect the breed and move the breed in a proper way that it will not break down and continue to see its life expectancy lower year to year. Once upon a time, these dogs were living into the teens, no problem. Now most of you can't get a dog to live past 6 years old. It's that simple. Don't start pointing out the 2s and fews that made it to 8, because if for every dog you show me that made it to 8 years old, I'll show you 8 dogs that didn't make it to 2. It's just that simple. Y'all have to grow the fuck up, man. You know, all of the bullshit all over the internet. Y'all don't make me look bad. You make yourself look bad. Because as many times as you try to defame and talk shit about anybody else, people still gonna ask the questions, well, damn, do you breed dogs that are fucked up? Yeah, they know you do. That's the only topic, man. I do not hate any dog. I hate what y'all are doing to the dogs. And it's that simple, man. But until next time, God bless y'all. Much love. Peace.